Greetings, loved ones. How are y'all doing? I am Faith Mystic. It's nice to meet you. Those of you who are just now meeting me, it's beautiful to meet you. And I'm going to be coming on today with a guest named Shah Razor Mabubi, who will be joining me in the topic in the conversations of opening up to spiritual friendships of our soul's mates and lovers of other incarnations partnered. And this is really something that I have been working on steadily, ongoingly. And it's something that has to do with meeting each other again, but not having to date each other necessarily, getting to find the purpose together, collaborate together, grow together, make things function and work together, but not bleeding onto each other expectations. Because in relationships, some beings believe that they own each other. And it's not about owning somebody. When you meet each other and it feels like, oh my gosh, I remember you. Or you feel like, oh my goodness, I feel like I've known you forever. Then those feelings of that heart connection are so immense, are so huge, so deeply diving, that certain beings think that they have to get married because of it. They think that they have to make babies because of it. And in reality, they've already had those incarnations where they did that. This incarnation right now is an emergency situation. We have to save as many as possible. So when we meet our beloved ones who we've had other incarnations with, it's extremely important to create spiritual friendships. Spiritual friendships are on a level that are non-sexual. They're on a level, if they are sexual, they're very gentle. It's like a PG-13 kind of thing, where you don't actually touch and integrate in that way. When you do touch, make sure that it is on a pure level, and even if it is passionate or sensual or seductive, make sure that you do not have sexual intercourse. Make sure that you do not get into a relationship yet, because right now, for all of the souls who are re-meeting and reconnecting in those ways, we have to acknowledge our own self-worth, our own soul's journey, because we each have been through so much. So to say, oh, erase your triggers, just hard heal through that and then start again. It comes to the point where this is why I practice celibacy, is that, and also not dating anybody for many moons, because I chose to be present as someone of purpose, because I saw the emergency happening, because I flatlined and came back to life 7 times in those experiences. Let me see. Yeah, it's been so many. I've lost count how many I had flatlined and I came to life again. But each time I did, I came in with another, like an even higher level of my brain functionality, because whatever happened, it peaked areas in my brain that helped me awaken to the level of where I'm at right now. And you know, I've always been very open, very intuitive, very sensitive, and very sacred. But when it comes to relationships, opening them up for others to come in is a sensitive area, especially if you do not know who you are as a soul. You do not have yourself walking on your path of your purpose, because you've allowed others to persuade you or distract you or pull you away from that reality, because they're on their own journey. You see what I'm saying? So to have a spiritual friendship, then you are not dragging each other on each other's journeys. You're both on your own journeys, but you're also being able to find a similar tone, a similar frequency of a way to connect and integrate and vibrate that love to create the healing and transformations necessary. And if eventually you do get to that point consciously where you're ready to be in a relationship, I guarantee it's not going to be that friend, that spiritual friend, the same way. It's going to be someone who you're supposed to be with, you're destined to be with. That's how it is for me. Those who I'm destined to be with, to create who I'm destined to create, I create and I collaborate with. I not even on purpose, just kind of happens. Um, Not even intentionally. I think only one of them did I actually plan for, um, through Metatron, and yeah, it's pretty wild if you look into the spectrum of our souls and our heart experiences. We find a key in a certain octave to listen to. Certain songs sound amazing. Now that is similar with vibratory souls and vessels that you integrate with. So it's really easy to fall in love or to rise in love with somebody who feels like they're supposed to be there, who feels like they're supposed to be that relationship for you, because it's a part of you that felt lacking because you didn't have that with others. So that makes sense why you'd want to be together and marry each other and just stay in that frequency and that vibration. But if in reality it doesn't make sense to do that, then there has to be a level of communication to really push that through an intelligence to heal and mend that relationship, but in a friendship way. This is why co-parenting is important. If you can co-parent, then it shows stability. It shows conscious stability. If somebody's unable to co-parent, it shows instability. It shows conscious instability. And co-parenting oneself or one's relationships or one's children or one's furry children, or feathered or whatever it is, farm. But you have to acknowledge that, or even scaled, because there's some of you who have serpents. But there's a level of consciousness that is developed to be able to make sure that relationships are healthy through spiritual friendships. It's easy. So I'm gonna see if Shaw, are you on here yet, so that I can add you? Please be on so I can add you. I'm looking for Shaw right now. Hi, beloved ones who are present. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I see your souls. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, let's see. Shaw needs to join us now. If I can find it on there. No. If I can find it on there. Nope. Zillions of messages a day. Okay, so I just invited Shaw to join us. Hi, loved ones. Thank you for being present. It's beautiful to see you. I'm in a hotel room because the weather conditions are too much to be able to drive right now. So, oh, there you are. There you are. Greetings and welcome, Shah. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
Yo, all good, thank you very much. How's everyone?
Amazing. How are you?
Good, just like everyone else, getting ready for the new shift of the great world was upon us.
I'm like excited for our wings to like come out of the skin where they can actually see like physically, like those who could not see them spiritually, like to like, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, it's real. I think that's gonna be a really amazing experience.
Yeah, I know. This is what I mean. We're stepping into this new ways and the new world. Exactly what's happening. I'm so excited what's actually going to come. We're going to see so much things in this world, down to technology advancement, down to new species brewing around the world. So it's going to be fantastic.
There's already so many species here,
Why are
and
you so silent? I can't hear you.
we're already here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So we're already here. We've already come through, and there's going to be they're going to travel. You remember when they had to travel in other moments, if you can remember, with the giant fluffy elephants? Those
Yes.
we had to travel, right? This travel was imminent. Thankfully, I'm like a spiritual being, so I could fly through. But yeah, it was like wild. And the amount of travel that had to occur, and I had to come through in a form too, But um, the amount that came through, it's wild. It's really